Jacob.
Let me get Matthew Golden up here on the screen real quick, and let's just kind of let you guys talk about him a little bit as I go ahead and I add Micah Robinson to the mix. Obviously, PFF grades, guys, 2022, 65.3, 2023, 68.4, 2024 jumps to a 74.0, 4.2940 at the combine. We've talked about him pretty extensively, but there's what he looks like on the PFF card. Obviously, a junior coming out. They had him listed at 6 foot 195. So we'll start with whoever wants to go first. Doesn't matter to me. Looked like Jacob had to step away a second. I think he had to take care of.
We got a corner.
That's right.
We got a corner. That's my reaction. We got a corner. I didn't think it would take till day 3 to get one, but here we are. This is awesome.
Exactly.
I think that just puts faith in the corner group
exactly.
that we already have. We brought in Hobbs for a reason.
Yep.
I think that Jair is still on this team if nothing happens, and we're happy with Kalen King. We're happy with Omar Brown. We got Ola Home Depot. I mean, we have a pretty solid secondary waiting. We just maybe thought it was more pressing at the beginning of the draft.
I agree.
Well, let's go ahead and hit on Matthew Golden, boys. Let's recap it. I know it's been kind of a blur this weekend, but how are we feeling after we slept on it a couple times there? Matthew Golden taking it pick 23. Let's start with you, Jacob. What do you think, man? Has your opinion changed? You feel good about it? Have you learned anything? Have you dove into the tape or anything like that? Anything you got at all?
Yeah, so now that the draft is almost done, we have one more pick, obviously, that could happen here in just a few seconds or a few minutes. At first, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't thrilled with the Matthew Golden thing just because I never thought that he was going to fall to us. I didn't think we were going to take a wide receiver, and I didn't do enough research into him, so I felt like very shocked when we took the pick. I was almost like, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, I really didn't. But then afterwards, you look at film, you watch some of the stuff, you listen to him, what he is as a person, and then it just clicks. I've talked about this so many times about the factor that you can't put on paper, you can't put a grade on it. It's just like the good dude factor, the good person factor. And somehow the Packers always seem to figure out if this guy is just a good person, if he likes football, if he wants to contribute to the community. And it just feels like they struck it out of the park once again with Matthew Golden. He talks about how, he was connected, I believe it was with his grandmother, how he wanted to go back and buy her house and how it's already for sale. And like that's the kind of guy I want on my team. And then you go and you look at the attributes, the 4.2940, the ability for him to separate, the way that he can route run. And then the only thing I was worried about, I'm like, he's another 6 foot, 6'1", 5'10", 5'11" guy that we have here. But then we went back and we got Savon, whatever. Give me a minute to figure out how to say that. But that's the freak. Savon.
Savion is what
I don't think that's
said.
Savion. That's right. Yep. Savion. But he's the guy that you can plug into a bunch of different scenarios where I feel like it's not going to take away from the wide receivers like we're all kind of fearing. I know me and Tim are worried about what's going to happen with Bo Melton and Malik Heath and that type of stuff, but I think there's enough room here to eat. I think that Matt LaFleur has an idea of what he wants to use these guys in a puzzle piece type stuff. And I think that, good luck with some of the defenses trying to figure out who you're going to guard in this offense.
I agree. You can see the priorities right away with the first picks, right?
Yep.
I mean, we go wide out, we go tackle, and we go wide out. I mean, the emphasis is on the offensive side of the ball. And then I just really respect the way Goody handled today. I mean, you can just see snatching up edge defenders and D tackles. And now we just grab a corner. This is a good draft, I think, so far. This is going to prove to be really, really good for Packer fans, I think.
Ricky White just went to Seattle, the wide receiver out of UNLV. Phil Mara, the running back out of Clemson, went to Dallas. And then Caden Prather, the wide receiver, went to Buffalo.
From Maryland. Yeah, good stuff. All right, Tim, you got anything else on Matthew Golden, man? Anything at all?
Man, the guy's a star in the making. I don't think that's a secret at this point. I just hope that, the hype doesn't affect his approach. Sometimes you put somebody in a position like this, and because let's be honest, I mean, he's a star already. He's our first round draft pick. This hasn't happened in how many years? He's a wide out. He to me looks like an extremely likable guy who's going to fit in extremely well here in Green Bay. So I just hope it doesn't become too much of a distraction as he goes into his rookie season. But if he's the pro that I think he's going to be, it shouldn't be a problem at all. So And looking forward to seeing him out there competing at camp. I mean, the wide receiver battle is going to be something for the ages at the 2025 training camp. So looking forward to it.
I agree.
Tim, did you see? Sorry, did you see how he wanted to immediately get into the facilities and work out on night one? And Goody had to literally tell him, "Hey, man, that's against the rules. We can't let you in here." Like that's exactly the type of player that I want drafted with that first overall pick. That's what I want right there.
Laser focus, man. Absolute laser focus from him. You can tell. I think he's going to be one. At the end of the day, he'll probably prove to be one of those pros kind of guys.